Sergio Lara Bercial, Manager of Strategy at the International Council for Coaching Excellence, and you are also one of the partners of this advanced project. Could you explain briefly what your role in this project is about?
Thank you. So we've been very involved in the development of the curriculum for the course and the development of the framework, the advanced framework for understanding the needs of coaches in the badminton world.
And besides working for the ICCE, your role, you are also a basketball coach yourself, and it might be the first time involved, as you said, in this badminton church. So how does it feel for you being surrounded by a group of geeks, badminton coaches?
It's been a great experience, really. Every time you're surrounded by coaches that are really passionate about what they do, you always learn a lot, and especially from a different sport, you have to keep your eyes open and your mind open to see how things that people do in other sports can be applied to your sport, and vice versa, how things that you do in your sport can be useful to other people. So fascinating.
And you are the expert today, but what have you learned from them?
Very important, the idea of how to individualize training to your athletes, because obviously in badminton is an individual sport or a double sport, whereas in basketball it's more of a team sport, and it's really fascinating how the technical elements and the tactical elements come together, specifically in different ways for different people. So that's been a real good point for me today.
And among other topics, developing a talent development framework has been one of the hot potatoes today. Why do you think that is it important for a federation or a club to develop this kind of framework?
I think it's vital because this player development framework is a roadmap, a guideline as to how, as a club or as a federation, we want to go about developing players. So it's important that everybody speaks the same language, that we all understand what the pathway looks like, that we have a common strategy, and that we can have discussions based on the framework. So it really guides everything we do. It's really fundamental, because otherwise we might be doing a lot of different things that in the end don't contribute to the final outcome. So the framework holds you accountable for things.
And Sergio, this is not the only Erasmus Plus Sport project that you have taken part in. What are you looking forward when you come to this kind of events?
Yeah. It's a combination of hopefully we bring something to the table with our experience of doing other things. But for us, Erasmus projects are just a great opportunity to meet new partners and new people that enrich our organization and increase the power of what we can do. Because when you have 6-7 organizations from different countries, different walks of life, it's just fantastic to bring all that knowledge together and steal as much as you can from that, and then building those relationships that continue over time for the following years. So just fascinating to share and learn, really.
And last but not the least, overall, what are the takeaways that you can take from the advanced project?
First of all, that there is a lot of knowledge already in the badminton world. Okay, there's a lot of expertise, and that people are very keen to share that expertise. That is not always the case in other sports or in other situations. And I've been really impressed by the way people in this project want to share, and are really committed to making badminton a better place for everybody, not just for themselves or their national team or their clubs. Really a huge commitment to improving badminton for everybody, and I think that's really, really good to see.
Thank you very much, Sergio.